everyone. My name is Kathryn Papoulias. I am a second-year student in the graduate program for Museum Studies at San Francisco State University. My background is in biology and environmental policy, and my emphasis in the program is on education and interpretation. The Global Museum on the San Francisco State University campus has allowed me to explore pretty much every aspect of caring for a museum, from collections care behind the scenes, to education on the public floor, to museum management and fundraising. We've learned a lot so far with this degree. Now I'm hoping to use all of these skills to help change the world, and I know that sounds really cheesy, but just hear me out. Museums are magical places. Museums are the reason why I studied what I studied, why I care about the natural world, why I want to protect it. And museums feature so many different types of things, not just animals or plants in a natural history museum, but art and sculpture and history. Museums provide portals to the past, they help us envision our future and connect with the present all around the globe. Now, I have been really lucky this summer to work with the Global Museum on some of their educational content. We have an exhibition at the Global Museum called Climate Stories. It details the impacts of climate change on Indigenous communities all around the world and features many different objects from different cultures. Now, what I've done this summer is develop some lessons that take all of those stories and bring them a little bit closer to home using abalone. Abalone are a type of snail. They've got these incredible shells, and the Climate Stories exhibition features different objects from around the world with different types of shells. But I wanted to take all of those stories, bring them here to the Bay Area, because abalone are incredibly important here in California. They were not only important for the fishing industry over the last 100 years or so, but they've been used for thousands of years by Indigenous communities here in California, including the Ohlone here in the Bay Area. Now, what I've done is create some lesson plans that talk about abalone as an animal, talk about abalone's place in California history, and some of the ways that we can protect abalone for the future. Keep an eye on the Global Museum website for these lessons. They'll be coming pretty soon, but in the meantime, I'll show you a quick kind of craft project you can do at home. One of the most well-known features of an abalone is its shell. Not necessarily the outside, though. The outside of an abalone shell might be colorful, it might be faded, it might be pitted from boring sponges, it might be covered in algae, and it might have some hitchhikers like barnacles or snails. But the inside of their shell is rainbow. They have this incredible iridescent coloration coming from a structure called Mache, which we can also call mother of pearl. It makes the shell super strong, and it's really pretty. Now, we see iridescence in a lot of other things, in some rocks, for example, feathers, inside of mussel shells, but not everyone has all of these iridescent material at home. So we're going to learn a little bit more about abalone and their iridescence by making our own. Now, to do this craft, you will need a shallow dish of water, some black paper, and some clear nail polish. First step is to take your clear nail polish and gently touch the surface of the brush to the surface of the water. Now, you'll see it kind of spread across. Take your black strip of paper, gently dunk it in your water so that the nail polish wraps around the paper. And then what you have, it's a little hard to see on camera here, but you end up with these beautiful kind of rainbow shimmering strips. You can kind of see it in the light there. When you let it dry, you can use it as a bookmark or anything else you can think of. If you want, you can even make your own abalone with it. We have a craft coming to the Global Museum website soon to make your own paper mache abalone. You can see I decorated the top of mine here with a little bit of color. It's a red abalone after all. And some barnacles made out of clay, some fake moss to act as algae. And then the inside I've covered with some iridescent paper that I made using that exact technique I just showed you. If you make iridescent paper at home or a paper mache abalone, we'd love to see it. Stay tuned and keep an eye on the Global Museum website for more crafts and lessons about abalone, and tag us on social media if you make any of these crafts. We would really love to see them. Thank you so much for joining, and happy crafting!